Good morning, everyone. I am Manpreet Kaur. My student ID is 1640026. Today, I will be presenting an in-depth analysis of Steve Jobs, one of the most influential business leader of our time. This analysis explores his leadership traits, emotional intelligence, ethical values, and how he worked with diverse individuals to drive revolutionary change. Our presentation is also aligned with key analytical themes recommended for this task. Now I'm moving to the introduction. Steve Jobs co founded Apple and Pixar, two companies that fundamentally changed the world of technology and animation. Jobs wasn't just an innovator, he was a leader who redefined how we interact with the products and digital media. In this analysis, we will explore 8 leadership themes that provide insight in his traits, behavior, decision making, ethics, and more. Steve Jobs displayed a mix of traits, many of them game changing, while others were controversial. His strengths include a powerful vision, obsessive focus on detail, and passion for innovation. On the flip side, he could be demanding and often lacked patience. He demonstrating both transformational leadership by inspiring people with vision and autocratic leadership by maintaining strict control over decision making. His reality destroyation field pushed people beyond their limits, showing both strength and weaknesses in his leadership approach. Jobs had a strong self awareness of his abilities and limitations. In his early career, he micromanaged and often dismissed different opinions. However, after leaving Apple in 1985 and founding NEXT, he matured. When he returned to Apple in 1997, he was more strategic and collaborative. His growth highlights the importance of self reflection and adapting one's leadership style over time. Now, Navjot Kaur will be explained next slides.
Hello everyone, my name is Navjot Kaur and my student ID is 1645484. I'm here to explain 5, 6, and 7 slide. And now I'm gonna explain my fifth slide. That's emotional intelligence. Steve Jobs used emotional intelligence to drive innovation. He connected deeply with his vision and could captivate audience through storytelling. However, this same intensity often made him less empathetic in one-to-one interactions. While he was not always emotionally warm, he became more emotionally aware over time, learning to balance patience with people skills, particularly in later years. And my next slide is about courage and moral leadership. Jobs' cognitive style was future oriented and highly initiative. He often envisioned products the market didn't yet know it needed. He had the courage to take risks otherwise would not, like developing the iPhone or acquiring Pixar. Although he faced ethical criticisms like intense work culture and offshore labor concerns, Jobs was deeply committed to product integrity and quality. His ethical compasses was aligned with creating meaningful, enduring products. And here is my next slide about motivation and empowerment. Rather than relying on rewards or bonuses, Jobs inspired implies through motivation. He made them feel they are part of something revolutionary. His high standard pushed people to be their best, fostering innovation and accountability. He empowered teams to experiment even within his demanding leadership structure. Thank you. And now I'm gonna hand over to my teammate Arman for the explaining next slides.
Hello everyone, my name is Arman Singh and my student ID is 1673823, and today I'm going to explain slide number 8 and ninth. In slide number 8, we will talk about teamwork and diverse personalities. Jobs was meticulous in building high performing teams. He selected individuals with bold ideas and strong technical skills. He often worked with the creative minds who had diverse work styles, designers, engineers, marketers, and while he was demanding, he knew how to challenge different personalities effectively. Despite his strict style, Jobs adapted his approach when needed, recognizing how to harness diverse strengths for a common vision. And in the next slide, we will talk about diversity, ethics, and inclusion. Initially, Apple didn't prioritize diversity or inclusion as a central theme. Jobs focused on recruiting based on talent and shared vision, which shaped a strong performance culture. That said, his leadership created a culture of accountability. Through intense, he fostered pride in product integrity and innovation. This indirectly encouraged ethical behavior as teams were held to high morale and design standards. Over time, his values laid the groundwork for Apple's later diversity and inclusion efforts. Thank you, and the rest of the slides will be covered by my friend Parminder.
Hi, this is Parminder Kaur with the student ID 1640871. I'm going to start with the topic Whole Leadership in Action. Steve Jobs exemplified what it means to be a whole leader, someone who leads with mind, heart, and courage. His mind focused on strategy and innovation, his heart fueled with emotional passion for product experience, and his courage led him to take bold, market shifting decisions. His legacy shows that great leadership is a fusion of intellect, emotional intensity, and moral conviction. Now, moving further to the conclusion. In conclusion, we can say that Steve Jobs was a complex yet highly impactful leader. His vision, perfectionism, and courage created products that redefined entire industries. He wasn't perfect. His intensity created friction, but he evolved, becoming a more self aware and emotionally intelligent leader. Future leaders can learn from Jobs by balancing innovation with empathy, control, and collaboration, and ambition with ethics. That's the kind of leadership that truly changes the world. On behalf of my team members, thank you for your time and patience. Really appreciate that. Have a great day.